Oh, oh, where are you going? Hey, listen, if I'm going to take the time to teach you how to do all this stuff, then you get your butt back out in that garage. And then you smash the subscribe and like button because I'm an awesome guy and I like to give free information. So you should do me a favor. But don't be walking away. We got things to learn today and to fix. So you better go grab your tools and get out in that garage right now. Right now. What are you waiting for? Go. Jeez. What's going on, guys? I fix shit in your face. As you guys know, I like to review products on my channel. I accept product reviews that I find interesting, that I think has something to do with the stuff that I do, especially as a mechanic out of my garage all the time. Stuff like this is very helpful. I will review products that I find interesting myself. I don't pay for any of this, but I also do not agree to any payment of any kind from these companies. This is just me telling you about a product that they offered me, and I agreed to do a review. If it sucks, I'm going to tell you if it sucks. If it's amazing, I'm going to tell you it's amazing. I make zero money other than my Google AdSense revenue, which means if you watch the video, I get paid for the view. That's it. So this is all from me. All right? This is just me giving you my honest opinion of this company. Now, I have already reviewed their lower model of this. This is the S7 Vortex tire inflator, and man, I loved my S6 that they sent me. I actually use it all of the time, but now that they sent me this one, I leave this one in my garage, and I took my S6 to work, and I leave that at work so that we can use it for all the company vehicles that need air in the tires constantly, all the time, because we run fleet vehicles. So I told my boss, I was like, here, I'll just drop this off. You can have this one. So I actually gave the S6 to my company because we kept running into a lot of tire issues. So this one now is my garage unit. And I must say, I am very, very happy with this one. I love the S6, but I'll tell you what, the S7 is definitely a step in the right direction of being better. There are a lot of things that I can say about this that, like I said, weren't part of the S6 review, because this one is definitely an upgrade from the S6. And I thought the S6 was fantastic. These are very rugged built units right here. These things are heavy, they're rugged, and this can fill a dozer tire, full-size tractor tires and things. So this is not by any means an incapable, cheap device. This costs $200. And the S6, so this is the S7 Vortex, the S6 costs $99, and it's still capable of filling up full-size tractor tires and things, semi-truck tires, all of that. I believe the output PSI for this is like 162 PSI, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal for a small unit like this. This does come with the, just like the S6, it comes with the built-in LED on the handle, which I actually was kind of hoping that there would be a way to detach it. I was hoping after the S6 they may have made a way to detach this, because the one thing that I am rather frustrated with is that this is great. It's cool it has a flashlight, but this thing weighs a lot, and trying to hold it at an angle to see what you're doing can actually be quite tedious. But other than that, or maybe if they made it so that you could pull it out and aim it, so that you could pull it out and twist it, that way you could aim it down, that way, you know, just ideas for the company. I would love to see this either be removable or adjustable. That would be cool. If you could just push a button, this would pop out and you could kind of angle it where you needed to see. Just from me to you, company, that would be a future update I would love to see on this. I think it would be very helpful. This thing is cool. This thing has an inflator on it for air, basketballs, blow-up mattresses. This thing has a ton of different, very neat capabilities when it comes to air output. And most of the attachments can be found on the back of this thing. As you guys can see, just like the S6, it has all of these cool attachments on the back that allow simple, just disconnect this, disconnect that. Oh, you want to inflate your blow-up mattress? Boom, it's that simple. Disconnect this line. There's two holes. One says inflate, one says, you know, deflate, and it's that simple. You literally just hook it up, choose your size. Oh, it's not a blow up for the pool. It's a blow up mattress. There you go. Plug that into the German valve. Away you go. These things were well designed. I have to give this company credit. Like I said, they're a little pricey. The S6 is $99 and this one's $199. And the link for all of this will be in the description, as well as my original review of the S6. I will also put that in the description. I don't want to talk your guys' ear off. I'm just going to give you some stats and tell you this thing doubles as a power bank. It has a high-speed Type-C charger on the back of this. I believe it's a 3-watt. A 3 amp. I think it's a 3 amp high output fast charger on the back. So whatever you plug into this is going to get a quick charge. It's going to get a quick zap. And this thing has a massive, massive battery. Okay. This thing has crazy battery. It's got a max out of 20 amps, but this is 38,000 some odd mAh. This thing has a massive battery. And the S6, after I filled my couple truck tires and a motorcycle tire, I noticed the battery got down to about half. With this, I was able to do all my truck tires all the way up to 44 PSI from 0, and it didn't even make a dent in the battery. So clearly, this one has a much upgraded battery from the S6. But this thing is rugged, man. These things are built like a tank. Even though it's plastic, it's very hard plastic. There's nothing brittle or chintzy about this, and I absolutely love the finish they put on this. It is just sexy. All right, so same thing with the other one. I'm going to try not to talk your guys' ear off. Hold the start button down. It will turn on. You have all these different sweet little modes you can push. So right now I have it on air. If I was to push the start button, air would come out the front here. Which side? Let's turn that on. And I'll tell you what, man, this thing absolutely puts out some air. I can fill up a full-size air mattress in less than 2 minutes with this thing and make it tough. Like it would be like if you actually had a pump, you could get it to the firmness that you want. This will just keep filling it up. So be careful not to just leave it unattended, because I have a feeling it'll do some damage to an actual full-size blow up. It does not have an auto shut off when it reaches, its ability to keep pumping something up outside of a tire. A tire, that the actual tire filler has a shut off when it reaches a certain PSI, but the front air pump does not. So just be monitoring when you're filling things up. Pretty cool. I mean, it's just like the S6. So if you guys remember the S6, all the modes are pretty much the same. You got basketball, gear setting, RV, truck, car, bicycle, basketball. I mean, it's got all the basic stuff that the S6 had for the options menu, and it all works the same way. You hold the start button down to turn the unit off. Hold it down to start it back up. Let's see if I can, there we go. And then when you're ready and you have this set by spinning the dial to whatever you want it to be at, all you have to do is hit start. And tap it, and it'll stop if it doesn't auto shut off, which it should auto shut off. And then the last but not least, the light, guys. This, if I remember, the S6 actually had a couple different modes. I think it had like SOS. Oh, hi, that one's very bright. Yep, so there's your strobe, and then this is probably SOS. Yep. So it has pretty much the same functionality overall as the S6, but the tire inflator inside this one has a much higher RPM value. It fills tires drastically faster than the S6. If you needed something that was just going to get the job done fast at a job site or just somewhere quick, this would be the ideal model that you would want to go with for camping, for leaving at the job sites. This one will fill up a tire very, very quickly. I think I clocked my F-150 tire at like 6.5 minutes, and it was putting out some serious air. That's very good for a small unit like this to fill up a tire that fast. So, but other than that, this one also has cooling features. This one has a fan in it, so it'll actually keep the pump cooler. Don't know if the S6 had that. I got my little printout sheets here because I kind of wanted to talk about some differences here. So this one does do up to 160 PSI. I believe that the S6 also does. So this is the S7. I believe the S6 also did up to 160 PSI, but like I said, this one is very, very fast. Their claims on the battery size in this one is 38,400 mAh, and the S6 only had 19,200 mAh. MAH, for those of you guys, I know I'm saying mAh, but it's MAH. I say mAh because I'm from the drone world, and that's what we just said about batteries. We're like 2,700 mAh. You know, we just know that means MAH. Milliamp hour, if you guys were curious. 260 watt ultra high powered dual motor inflator. So yeah, this thing puts out some serious air. It inflates tires very quickly. And the flashlight on this, same as the S6, it's 1,000 lumens. Same thing, Type-C fast charge. All-in-one, cars, trucks, bikes, inflatable. This says that it'll fill 33 F-150 tires from 0 all the way up to 35 PSI before the battery will die. That's a pretty big claim. That's a lot of tires. That would be extremely impressive. If I had the time and energy to empty my tire 33 times, I would totally do that on film. I don't, but I did do 4 and the battery was still completely full. So if that gives you an idea. So yeah, it's definitely clearly an upgrade from the S6. It 100% it is an upgrade. It is a big upgrade. The faster dual pump system on this one for inflating is definitely worth that extra $100 and the battery size. The rest of it is pretty much going to be all the same, other than the color scheme, and the weight of this is going to be a little heavier. But what we're really going here for is getting the job done quickly, and that's what this unit's going to do. So that extra $100, that's for the dual 260 watt motor inflator setup. I mean, clearly this one just has a sadistic RPM value when it comes to these pumps. And the battery life, of course, that's a huge thing when it comes to work industry stuff. So this will get you back on the road quickly. That's what this will do. Good for camping, good for all around. I leave it in my garage. I have a great time with it. Overall, I love this company so far. Everything that I have touched from them, the 2 units, has been phenomenal and has worked out very, very well for the things that I do. And we have taken the S6 camping and it did a great job. We used it as our power bank the entire time we were there and didn't have any issues with it. So I also used it to fan the fire, if you guys were curious. I just activated the air and blew on it. And, you know, anytime the fire needed a little convincing, I used the inflator to blow on it. It made my life a little simpler. Let's just say that. So I'm happy. It comes with this amazing bag, and I believe it comes with a 45 watt charger, plus some other cool little attachments there for bicycle tires if you wanted to put that on there. Very awesome packaging. I'm always like blown away by these packages. I mean, they clearly put a lot of time, energy, and effort into designing a good product for you guys. So it's impressive. It is an impressive tire inflator for $200. And they say that it has a 10-year battery life. That would be crazy if it actually has a 10-year battery life. I'm not going to lie. That would be pretty insane if it had a 10-year battery life. So if you guys are interested in this, I will go ahead and put the purchase link below for the company, and I will put my S6 review in there if you guys would like to check that out. Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And once again, thank you, ETENWOLF, for allowing me to test your products. These are very, very cool. I use them all the time in my shop. I'm impressed by them. I think the price is very valid for how fast these things work and how good the battery life is. And it's just a great all-around everything system. Like, it is perfect for hurricanes, for like, the battery in this thing is insane if you needed to use it as a power bank. So I would buy it. I would buy it. Let's just say that. If I was looking for something rugged that was going to do the job and give me a lot of reliability and life expectancy, I would buy something like this. I wouldn't go on Amazon and buy something cheap. I would buy something like this. So anyways, guys, like button, subscribe. Catch you guys on the next video. Toodles.